Hello, people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karen, and today I want to share with you why I think sun gazing is the best spiritual practice that will actually change your life and bring you to enlightenment. I have been practicing sun gazing for 12 years, more or less now. I can say consciously. Maybe I did that a little bit before, unconsciously. The first time I remember myself actually doing sun gazing, which is to actually stare at the sun, was around 2012, and I live right by the beach. I am from Israel and I live in a town called Bat Yam, which is right next to Tel Aviv, and it's on the coast. We have a beautiful coast here. And sometimes I used to go out for walks, and I recall that it was kind of wintry, and I really felt like my body needed to get some sun, and I was just like sitting, and it was sun setting, and I was just looking at the sun, just staring at it as it and I felt something, like good, but I didn't give it any much more meaning. A few years later, I think it was in 2015, I actually heard of someone who was actually practicing it, and I thought to myself, that's interesting. I would like to try to maybe practice it myself. And so I can't remember at which point it was, but I got to a lecture of some Indian doctor who was talking about how to sun gaze and the sun benefits and all that, and I thought that I'm gonna try and practice it intentionally. And everything that guy said on that video has come true. So now I'm gonna also um, tell you what the benefits are, but also to enroll you how this kind of thing has developed for me, that today it is my main spiritual practice. It's actually, I feel that it's a very ancient spiritual practice that we used to perform in order to get those energies. So if we look at our planet, at our earth, we have like four elements. We have the fire and the air, and we have the water and the earth. We are consumers of all these. You get from the earth, you get the food, you get the fruit, you get the vegetables, you breathe the air, you drink the water, and you also need to absorb the sunlight. Okay, the sunlight is, as we know, is the force that is growing everything on this planet, right? It's an element we need to use to harness. Unfortunately, the media has projected a fake idea of what the sun is. Yeah, you have to be a person and follow your intuition. We know that the sun is good for us, but we as human beings, we need to understand how to harness those energies, right? If you take too much water, you're going to get flood, right? Or if you have less water, then it's going to be dry. We want to be able to have enough water, and the sun is the same. If you are going to use the sun's energy and you go in the middle of the day and you are in 40 degrees heat or whatever, and that energy is too much for your body, right? Then that can probably not benefit you so much. I still don't think it causes cancer, okay? But you're probably gonna get burned, and if you're white oriented, that's even going to be has more an effect on you, right? But people who are more white, more Caucasian in their skin, they actually need to absorb more light when they are able to, because their skin is not used to absorbing light. That's why it is very pale. But the idea is to know when you can use this light for your benefit. So if we say that the light is at the hottest at its peak, right? It's from 12 to 3 p.m. on the summer days normally. And those are the extreme times where we don't want to necessarily engage with the sun too much. But when it's at the beginning, when the sun rises and when the sun sets, those are the ultimate times for us to get light from the sun, good light. In the winter, you can sunbathe, and what I mean by sunbathing is just like being in the sun, just like finding a piece of grass in your home or in the park or in the beach if you live next to it, and just be with the sun for a few minutes, for a few hours. In the winter, you can do that at any time of day. In the summer, you have to go on the edges, 2.5 hours before or 3 sunset, and after 2 or 3 hours after sunrise. The middle of the day is very extreme. You cannot do that. That's relating to sun bathing. If you want to do sun gazing, again, it's the 45 minutes of the end of the day or the 45 minutes after sunrise. Those are the minutes that you would start to do the sun gazing. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what are the benefits for your body before I go into actually how you should sun gaze. But the sun gazing. So, if you think about it, what is light? Light is information, right? When you go to a dark room, right, you can't see anything. There is no light. So you know there's stuff there, but you are going to have to feel it. You're going to have to, but once you turn the light on, all the information is available to you. You are able to see everything and anything, right? When you are sun gazing at the sun, what happens is you are looking at a laser focus light energy, light force energy. You're looking at it, and that energy is going all the way into your eye to your pineal gland. This is where your survival is stored. This is where your auto reaction is stored. This is where you are still overpowered by fear, right? By fear, by your instincts. It might make us argumentative. It might make us very guarding of who we are, being right. All those kind of things. That's because our pineal gland is that's how it's built to have us in a survival, right? To protect us, right? To protect our survival. But then when we live in a society that is very advanced, which is what is happening now, that stuff can be not beneficial to us if we just go on and just fight for no good reason, right? So, when you enter that light into you, what we call enlightenment, you bring that in, you drink the water in, you take the light in, you take it in your eyes, you take it in your body, you take it in, like you breathe the air, okay? You take it in, you take that light in. That light is going to change you. Why? It's going to bring light to your mind, to the dark places in your mind, the places that you did not see, right, within yourself. It's going to repair your body. It's going to repair your body from any pain or ache that you have. Now, how did this happen to me? How did I repair my body? By doing sun gazing. First of all, I repaired my mental health. Today, I am the operating power of my thoughts and my beliefs. I am the one who is choosing. This is something that we have to understand, that the true control is by controlling our thoughts. Not what's happening on the outside, but choosing, selecting the quality of thoughts and ideas that we want to have. This kind of awareness was available to me because I was doing the sun gazing. It healed my body. What started happening to me is as I was sitting down and getting that light information into my eyes, I started moving my body and also being aware of it more. And I had like really terrible aches in my shoulder and my lower left back and my arm. It was like so stiff around here. It was like, I'm still not completely over it, but I've started taking care of this, I think, since 2018. So 6 years that I'm dedicating to repairing this. I also had some breathing problems because I had blockages around here, my heart. So that was also something that was released. But the idea was that I didn't initiate for it to be what it was. I just started practicing it, sitting and doing longer and longer periods of times. And then I was just like starting to move my body because I felt unease. And I just started to do this. And I'm staring at the sun and I'm just doing this. And then I also like put music on, some kind of music that would relax me, like Zen music, because this was a meditation. And then I would just do like that. And slowly, it became a spiritual practice. It became a prayer. It became my place that I go to, sanctuary. It became a place of freedom because I'm so free with my dance, and I'm so ecstatic as well because what this is causing me now is to feel ecstasy, absolute ecstasy in my mind. And I'm going to start posting videos in which I'm going to invite you people to do this with me. Now, a lot of people can do it with a candle, and that's fine too. But I just want to really encourage you to go natural, to use the sun's energy. I'm now sitting and the sun is bathing me now. Okay? It's really important to breathe fresh air, to eat the food that comes from the ground, and to do sun gazing. Now, how do you actually do sun gazing? We talked about it either after sunrise or before sunset. You start by those 10 seconds. So you start on a Sunday, 10 seconds, Monday, 20 seconds, Tuesday, 30 seconds, Wednesday, 40 seconds. Okay? You do that every day. You add 10 more seconds. 10, 10, 10. And until you can do that, it will probably take about a year until you can do 45 minutes of meditation. How is that going to change the quality of your life? What are you going to see about yourself if you do this? Take this as a practice. Start by small. 10 seconds a day. 10 seconds a day that develop into more and more time. And if you do that and you also sit and bathe at the sun, that's going to change your life. That's going to absolutely change your life. Control is in our thoughts, in our mind. I've done it. I've been doing it for 10 years now. I can tell you that if you have any concerns about, is it going to be bad for my eyes? Is it going to be nothing has happened to my eyes. Nothing has changed. It's just the same. So, and the one more thing I want to say is like, we are used to getting the information from the TV, right? From the TV. The information that you get from the lights is not information that you see on the TV. Okay? It's going to make you smarter about the world. It's going to make you smarter about people. It's going to make you smarter about situations in your life because you are going to see through everything and everyone. And you will have a better quality of life. because you will be the operating power and you will be aware that you are the operating power of your destiny. So please try. Please give it a go. Please let me know if you have any further concerns about sun gazing. I'm going to start sharing my sun gazing practices so that you people can join me. Today I put a new necklace of a sun, which I'm very happy. So, so much fun, so much joy. Let's bring light to the world. We need to have this world a better place, a better place.